1 jelly bean per customer. Please, no pushing. We have enough candy for everyone. Just kidding. No, we don't. Good. The cops are here to arrest the guy running this whole scam. Will you pretend I'm your date and sneak me out of here? Please? I'll pay you in the sweetest kisses you've ever tasted. Seems like I'm gonna be a bit strapped for chocolate coins for the foreseeable future. Do you know of any cheap gingerbread houses for rent? What about gingerbread basement suites? That's 2 jobs now that I've had to quit on short notice. 3 if you count my application to be the sugar plum fairy. Which I learned doesn't involve eating candy at all. Just dancing. I twerked for them, but security escorted me out. Seems like I'm gonna be a bit strapped for chocolate coins. Shoot, I just realized. We ran out of there so fast I totally left my lunch in the staff fridge. Perfectly good spaghetti and maple syrup gone to waste. Oh well, free sidewalk gum it is. Below average texture. Uninspiring mouthfeel. Sweetness level undetectable. Thanks for the assist. I swear, when I applied for that job, I had no idea it was all a con. I just assumed it'd be like my old 9 to 5. To think, I left the Candy Kingdom to experience something new. Turns out that's not so easy when your only work experience is assembly line at the Magic Candy Factory. Go figure. The name's Sugar. Sugar Frostine. But my friends call me Shoo. Or they would, if I had any friends. So, what do you all do for fun around here? I'm new in town. You ever heard of being fresh off the boat? Well, I'm fresh off the scary psychedelic boat tour. Now that I'm unemployed, I have free time to taste everything. How about I start with you? Just kidding. I know you're not a gummy candy, even though you totally look like one. Unless... The weather here is so exciting! Some days it's cold, some days it's hot, some days it even storms. In the Candy Kingdom, the weather's always perfect, just like everything else. I can't remember the last time we even had chocolate rain. Below average texture? You know, nobody's ever hung out with me for as long as you have. My coworkers at the factory never really got my vibe. Literally. They were weirded out by how much I liked the vibration of the big, powerful machinery. But hey, their loss, right? And I can already tell you're way more open-minded. I bet you wouldn't even go bleh if you had to taste test the black licorice. It's me again, still resisting the urge to lick you, which apparently isn't something you're allowed to do to people you don't know that well, even if it's just a teeny tiny taste. Now that I'm where I come from, everything is so cutesy and pastel and bleh. But here, half the buildings are tagged with crude graffiti drawings of a fella's unwrapped Tootsie Roll. I love it. What's an Oopa Loopa? Is that a new factory workers' labor union or something? Okay, this one was worth the wrapper you had it in. Why do people keep calling me princess? Do they think my spoon is a scepter? I mean, it's big enough, so I guess I understand their confusion. But the princess of the Candy Kingdom scepter is a lollipop. Duh. If I were royalty, I wouldn't have needed to come all this way in hopes of being accepted. I'd have just been like, tut tut, as your merciful princess, I hereby decree that everyone who was ever mean to me shall be executed. Oh my Wonka! I just learned about this new flavor called spicy, and it is insane! You've gotta try these peppers. Cinnamon hearts wish they were this hot. Where I come from, Boo, I got kicked out of a fancy restaurant today. Apparently, it's not okay to go around sampling strangers' chicky nuggy dips. But how else am I supposed to know how they taste? Seriously, what the heck is honey mustard? Would it be weird if I told you that you look yummy? My old coworkers would say so, but I can't help it. I just look at you and I want to lick you. Or maybe bite you? I'm not sure. Of course I stuff my face with all the chocolates coming off the assembly line. How many you can fit in your mouth at once is the first thing they ask you in your interview. Okay. I've been thinking I should probably stop letting candy be my entire personality if I want to fit in here. So I've decided to get really into fitness and start eating keto instead. Oh, this? It's a pixie stick. Oh, but don't worry. I have it on good authority that there's no sugar in pixie sticks. My heart rate is just elevated because of all the intense cardio I'm doing. Where have you been? It feels like it's been ages since the last time I saw you. I was starting to worry you got stuck in the molasses swamp. Why do they call the moon a big pizza pie? Can't it be something yummier? Like a cream pie instead? Cream pie. Oh, thanks for the date. You always bring a smile to my face. You're even better than the joke in the gum wrapper. So, was nobody going to tell me they have a version of eggs here that aren't gummy, chocolate, or cream-filled? Whatever you do not eat them by the handful. Blech! I got banned from the doctor's office. Apparently, it's abusing the system to get the same shot 4 times just because you like the lollipops they give you for being brave. The things I like about it here? So much flavor. Salt and pepper? Genius. Things I don't like? Nothing's edible. I tried taking a bite out of a colored sugar glass window and it cut me. I just hope my tongue heals fast. I use it for everything. This is great! Just one question, though. What is it? Can I eat it? It's totally cool if I can't. Why do they call the moon a big piece? Sure, this whole adjustment period has been a bit of a challenge. But hey, this could be the perfect opportunity for me to switch careers. Like, what would you say if I took up professional kart racing? I don't know how to drive, but you'd still support me, right? Wait, what am I saying? Of course you would. That's just the kind of person you are. I can't believe nobody's giving you a medal just for being you. Oh, hey, sweetie. Can I call you sweetie? In the Candy Kingdom, it's what everyone calls each other. Because it is the law. Yeah, it's the law. Yeah, I got a few sticky drips of that ice cream down my top, but they managed to cool me off a little. And now I have a sweet treat saved for later. This is great! Just one question though. So, I'm going to taste test a bunch of new flavors and decide which one's my favorite. I'm thinking, the spicy hot sauce or the sour lemon. After all, red and yellow candies are always S tier. What could go wrong? I'm still job hunting, but tell me, why don't any of these postings mention free candy as part of the compensation package? How do they expect to get any applicants? Well, spank my butt, powder me in sugar, and call me a biscuit! Well, that's not a saying. I really want to do all those things. Yeah, I got a few sticky drips of that ice cream down my... I'm so glad that out of all the scams in all the world, you walked into mine. To think, if you decided to go on a legit candy factory tour, we'd have never met. I'm sorry you never got a refund, by the way. Hopefully getting to know me was worth the price of admission. How much was the price of admission anyway? Do I want to know? 'Cause I'm pretty sure you only got about 2 cents worth of candy. What's poppin', bubblegum? Or should I say bubble yum? So, in case you couldn't tell, I really dug that sightseeing tour. What do you say we dig into a quadruple scoop sundae next? Oh, wow! I don't think anyone has ever gotten to know me well enough to even think of giving me something like this before. Aww. Sorry if I zoned out just now. I was just distracted again thinking about how mind-blowing it is that raspberries aren't blue! What's next? You tell me bananas don't actually taste like that? I think we know each other well enough now that we can go below surface level and start having some serious conversations. You know, about stuff that really matters. Tough questions. Like, is caramel or butterscotch the superior topping? Tell me more about these fruits and vegetables you have here. I'm especially curious about eggplants and peaches. Oh, and tacos. Those aren't a fruit or vegetable, but I'd still love to know how they taste. I usually hate when people call me sweet. It's so cliché. But when you do it, I can't help but think, maybe it means you want to taste me as much as I want to taste you. So, I'll allow it. Watch it. You'll make me swallow my jawbreaker. My whole life, I felt like a sundae with too many sprinkles. I tried to change myself to suit other people's tastes, but that's the thing with sprinkles. No matter what you do, they can't be unsprinkled. But I never felt like I had to do that in order for you to like me. In fact, I could probably add whipped cream, chocolate chips, and 2 cherries, and you still wouldn't think I'm too much. It's nice. How about, just for today, I let you decide the menu. I'm not picky. Just so long as whatever you put in front of me contains at least 6 teaspoons of added sugar and 3 different food dyes, I'm set. Oh, wow! I don't think anyone has ever gotten to know me well enough to even... That movie was totally unrealistic, by the way. I mean, our factory had a chocolate river, of course, but it also had regulation safety fencing. Just because you're magical doesn't mean you shouldn't be work safe. I could listen to you talk all day. So I took the liberty of smashing every extra-large jawbreaker in town. From now on, the only thing keeping your mouth busy will be me. I think we know each other. I'm glad I made a change. Believe it or not, the magical candy factory industry is actually pretty cutthroat. They even gave us cyanide-laced gum in case of industrial espionage. But here with you, there's no risk of death at all. Yay! Ooh, you tickle my body the way popping candy tickles my tongue. I don't know how it is here, but where I come from, being sweethearts with someone is the most serious commitment there is. So I understand if you want to put this candy back in the wrapper. You don't? Really? Even if it means staying with me in sweetness and in tartness? I don't know what to say. I guess, yes, please? Pretty please, with a cherry on top? You're here! I just ate so many gummy candies. Can we play fight and then maybe kiss? Answer quick before the sugar crash hits! I could listen to you talk all day. So I took the liberty of smashing every... More sweets from my sweetie! Lucky me. Watch it. I sure hope you have a sweet tooth, because I'm definitely gonna want you to bite me at some point. Will you take me out for sushi? I'm a little nervous about trying any fish that isn't Swedish, but I think if you feed it to me, it'll go down way easier. I'm glad I made... Will you take me out for sushi? Quitting my job to come here is the best thing I ever did. Sure, it was as scary and intimidating as eating a box of assorted chocolates without the key, but I did it! I broke out of my perfect, boring assembly line existence. I got a taste of the sweet, spicy, salty, sour life I always dreamed of. But that's not all. 'Cause I came here in search of a place where I belonged. But I found a person I belonged with. You. I love you. I never get bored of seeing you, you know that? Which is saying a lot, because I can't even eat the same kind of gummy twice in a row. Not that I'm surprised. You have more flavor than a whole wall of assorted bulk candies. Will you take me out for sushi? I'm a little nervous about trying any fish that isn't Swedish, but I think if you feed it to me, it'll go down way easier. I downloaded this tasty-looking app, but why is it all about crushing candy? What did candy ever do to them, huh? Well, they better watch out, or I'll crush them right back. It'll be a crush. I gotta admit, your kisses taste way better than those wax lips candies led me to believe. Ugh. I just love how I can be myself with you. You never judge. Not even when the sour candy is too sour, and I'm forced to spit it out, all while making an ugly pucker face the entire time. Just because I carry a big spoon doesn't mean I always want to be the big spoon. So tonight, when we're in bed, you better assume the position and cuddle up to this cute butt.